Hello, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome to this live streaming of mine once again. Yes, today, 12th of December, I'm gonna predict about the S&P 500, the US Tech 100, the Nasdaq 100 futures, gold, silver, copper, crude, and natural gas, and obviously Bitcoin. Yes, today I'm gonna speak about everything and predict about everything. So let me start with Bitcoin. So if you get a level of around, say, 91,000 today, $91,000 today, you have to buy there. $91,000, yes, that is the level at which you should buy Bitcoin today. Natural gas would remain negative, yes, would remain bearish. I'm bearish on natural gas today. So any rally towards 4.18 should be sold into 4.18 cents, $4.18. The next on my list is silver. Yes, silver you should sell it at a level of $64.38 today. $64.38 today, or $64.44 today. Somewhere in that region, you should sell silver. I expect the silver to fall. Yes. Gold, a very similar case. Any rally towards 4350 should be sold into. So if you get a level of 4350 today, just sell gold. Yes, gold should be sold at that point in time. Crude, as I have been telling you all, since when crude was $60.20, I told you all that crude is going to test a level of $55.50 in the coming weeks and coming months, or in the coming months. So this is crude oil WTI. I'm talking about crude oil WTI. So any rally towards 4350 should be sold into. Gold, I'm talking about gold. The next on my list is US Tech 100. Yes, currently trading at 25,565. If you get a dip towards 25,388 or 422, you should buy US Tech 100 there. And Nasdaq 100 futures, you should buy it at a level of around 25,453. 25,453 is the level at which you should buy Nasdaq 100 futures. S&P 500, as I had predicted earlier, is moving towards 7,000. Yes, in the coming weeks or probably next month, you'll see in the new year that S&P has comfortably reached 7,000 points, not $7,000, 7,000 points. Copper is moving towards $6. $6 on copper is very much possible, but before that, a correction is possible. A correction towards $5.22 is possible. Yes, correction should come, and it should touch a level of $5.22. And probably that would be the level at which you can buy a positional, you can take a positional trade at that point in time. Regarding Meta platforms, it's still a buy. Microsoft 404, you have to buy it at 404. Amazon, you can buy it at around 177. Starbucks around $72. Robinhood markets at around $85, $88. Yes, that would be the level at which you can buy these stocks. So that is what I wanted to tell you all regarding this market. Well, so any fall towards, any dip towards $5.22 on copper should be a buying opportunity for you all. Because I expect copper to touch a level of $6 maybe in the next couple of months. Maybe until February. Yes, until February. It could happen earlier also, but I'm being very conservative with my predictions. Very, very conservative. So I expect the markets to, the copper markets to correct to a level of $5.22. Currently trading at $5.50. See, US Tech 100 has already started to fall. And I have given you all the levels at which you need to buy the US Tech 100. So people who wanted, okay. Now let me just, if you all, I don't see any, you all having any questions, but I would like to talk about y'all. Yes, I would like to talk about y'all, because if you are there in this world today, only then this world is there for you. Yes. So you have to take care of yourself. Yes. 2 words. Take care of yourself. Take care. Yes. These are the 2 words which you need to remember. Take care of yourself. That is absolutely important. If you want to succeed in this life, God has given you a brain which you need to use. You have an intellect which you need to use to live this life. Some people say ignorance is bliss. No. Sometimes you can fall into this pitfall of ignorance. Ignorance is not a bliss. No, it isn't. In some situations, yes, but not every time. Every time you cannot neglect your health. You cannot neglect your health. You cannot neglect your mind. You cannot neglect your spirits, your soul. You cannot do that. You cannot do that. Absolutely, you cannot do that. So there is a question here. MSTY reverse split to 1 stock for 5. What will be the bottom price? What will be the high price in medium to long term? Is it good stock to hold for the long term? Please let me know, Mr. Nilesh. Just let me check. MSTY. Reverse split to 1 stock for 5. Okay. So I'll have to just check. Just give me a moment, please. Please hold on. Please hold on. Let me just check. What could be the best price you can buy MSTY at? MSTY. Let me just check. Okay, got it. So you can you can buy this at a level of Yield Max MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF. You can buy it at a level of $21.30. $21.30 is the level at which you should buy. $21.30 is the level at which you should buy this particular ETF. $21.30. Yes. And I have no doubt that this is a good stock to hold for the long term. I have no doubt about this. I have no doubt about it. You need to stay the course, Mr. Nilesh. As simple as that. You cannot just leave this stock, or you cannot exit this stock without making a profit in it. You will get some profits, yes, definitely. If you hold it for the long term, there is no way you cannot make money in this stock. There is no way. I think you will make good money in this particular ETF, Yield Max MSTR Option Income Strategy ETF. So, but you should buy it at a level of 21.30. 21.30 is the level at which you should buy. Not before that, Nilesh. Yes, it is. I would say if you buy it at $21.30, you should at least wait till $77 before you exit. Nilesh ji, $77, not before that. You cannot exit the stock before $77. No. I think you will make good money on this in the coming years. Yes. So best of luck to you, Nilesh ji. So I was just talking about this particular body of ours, this particular mind of ours. Yes, we need to take care of our mind, body and soul. Not only our body, not only our mind, but also our soul. And one can only take care of his soul if you use your mind and body perfectly. Yes, your mind and body you need to use perfectly to take care of your soul. And see, we cannot control the thoughts which are coming into our mind, but we can definitely control the thoughts we think about, we ponder on. Yes, we can definitely control the thoughts we ponder on, we think about. So, see, the negative thoughts will also come into our mind, the positive thoughts will come into our mind. But we need to separate the positive thoughts and the negative thoughts. And we need to throw those negative thoughts in the dustbin, in the trash can. Yes, you need to think positive in your life. You see, there is a glass, half full and half empty. One person sees the glass half full and the other person sees the glass half empty. You know, our lives are basically affected by the way we think things are, not the way they are. Did you hear what I said? I said our lives are affected by the way we think things are, not the way they are. As I told you, same glass, half empty. Half glass is full, half glass is empty. One person sees the glass half full. Other person sees the glass half empty. I know of two people. They were given pink slips from their company. One carried on finding another job. The other person became despondent. He left searching for a job and he sat at home. Yes. And the other person kept on going. He says, there's definitely a job for me. There is definitely a job for me. There is definitely a job for me. The other person said, oh, it's all over for me. I won't get another job. I won't find another job. I won't get this salary. Same situation. Both were qualified. Both had the same qualification. Both were in that same company, working in a very similar post. One gave up and the other kept on going. What made the other person, fight for his job, to find a job for himself? His thought. Yes, he started thinking, yes, there is a job for me. Yes, there is a job for me in this market. The economy wasn't doing well. There were hardly any jobs at that point in time. But he kept on going. He kept on and kept on. And soon after, after 6-8 months, he found a job which was not very high paying. But he joined that company. He was just drawing half the salary what he was getting earlier. But he joined that company. But today, that same person is earning 5x of what he was earning in that earlier company. 5 times more than what he was earning in that earlier company. So you have to keep going. Like I say, that life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, the things which you don't want will automatically take over. Yes, life is a fight for territory. And once you stop fighting for what you want, the things which you don't want will automatically take over. So if you don't fight for money, poverty will surround you. Yes, yes. If you don't earn money, sooner or later your money which you have saved will finish. You have to fight for your health. If you start eating junk food every day, if you start having colas and the Coca-Colas, the thumbs ups, the beverages, the sweet beverages, and you don't exercise, you don't do anything, you just eat burgers, pizzas and all the cheesy stuff, all the junk stuff every day, and you don't walk, if you don't take care of your health, if you don't do your gym, if you don't eat properly on time, if you don't do your exercises, then sooner or later you will fall ill. Either you will fall ill or you will have a chronic illness. You have to work on your relationships also. You have to fight for your relationships also. If you don't give you time, and if you don't give that time and money and energy to your relationships, then it's not going to work for you. Sooner or later that relationship will break apart. Yes, you have to work. See, whatever you get in life, you need to maintain that. If you get a car, you will have to maintain that car, isn't it? If you get anything in this world, you get a refrigerator or anything, you will have to maintain it. You will have to clean it. If you don't use it, you will lose it. If you don't drive a car for 6-8 months, the battery will die. The car's battery will die. Or maybe after a year, the car's battery will die. Or maybe there will be some problem or the other in that car if you don't use it. So you need to keep using your brain. You need to keep using your body. You need to keep using your mind. You know, a person uses just 10% of his brains in his entire life. And 90% of his brain is unutilized. You see, all the knowledge and all the information we get, that is just 10% of what we 10% in our brains. We don't utilize 100% of our brains, our intellect. We don't do that. So if you want, you can become anything. Yes, you can become a Warren Buffett. Yes, you can. You see, some people tell me that I will believe when I see it. Some people tell me that I will only believe when I see it. Actually, it is the other way around. It is the other way around. It is the other way around. That if you will only see it when you believe it. Did you hear what I said? Some people say that I will only believe when I see it. It is the other way around. That you will, first you have to believe and then you will see it in your life. You have to believe in your ideas. You have to believe in your plans. You have to believe in your stocks. You have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in your destiny. You have to believe in everything what you are doing. And you need to have that positive mindset that whatever you are doing is going to yield profits for you. And even if you don't get profits, even if you are making mistakes, that is a learning experience. Yes. So nothing goes a waste, but you must continue doing the things which you are doing. Don't sit down. If you are seeing failure in your life, continue doing your work. What you do, continue doing that. Just don't give up and sit down and say, oh, it cannot happen to me. It cannot, I cannot become a millionaire. I cannot become a billionaire. I cannot find a job. I cannot find a girl for myself. I cannot find a husband for myself. I cannot, don't have that mentality. I don't. Just switch it. I can make money. I can become a billionaire. I will become a billionaire. That mindset should have. That mindset you have to develop. And that mindset you have to develop over time. It will not happen overnight. You need to move around with the right people. You need to have a group of people who are always positive. Like I told you, half glass is full and the half glass is empty. And you must have that habit of seeing that glass half full. So if you can do that, nobody can stop you. Nobody can stop you. One more question from Mr. Alam. Qualcomm. Buy price and target. $181. You shouldn't buy this stock before 122, Mr. Alam. Don't buy this stock before 122, please. Don't do that. $122. $122 is the level at which you should buy this particular stock and not before that. And the target for the long term would be somewhere in the region of 322 in the next 5 years, 5 to 5.5 years. In the next 5 to 5.5 years. So best of luck for Qualcomm. So this pretty much ends my video here. And we will meet in the next video. And I will try to give you all some good predictions regarding the markets, the commodities, the Bitcoin, the cryptocurrencies. If you have a question about cryptocurrencies, you can ask me. As I had told you all that US Tech 100 will fall and it has already gone below the 25,500 levels. And Nasdaq 100 futures has also fallen. So my predictions are coming out to be right. So have a great weekend. Best of luck to you all. Have a great weekend. God bless you all. Jai Mata Di. Jai Ma Kali.